Arsenal have won 2-0 against Sevilla, and it feels good to have 3 wins out of 4 in the Champions League, 9 points. Everyone else sitting on best at 5. I think 5 points is second and third place. Look, Arsenal looking comfortable. Of course, it's not done yet. It's not done till it's done. But wow, have Arsenal done a really good job in both games against Sevilla to take control of this tie. Now, I want to make sure I get all the credit in that is due for everyone. Look, can't really say much about David Raya. Didn't have a lot to do. What did come his way, he did calmly. One nice pass through the middle of the pitch. Comfortable. I mean, we stopped Sevilla getting anywhere near our goal. Now, look, the context is important. Their team looked very changed. I don't follow Sevilla that much. I don't know if there was a lot of reason for the changes. I don't know if it was tactical. I don't know if it was forced by injury. I don't know if they were looking ahead to the league. But whatever team went out there, Arsenal had to do the business. And Arsenal have been very good at keeping teams away from our goal. Even if we don't look our scintillating attacking best, it feels hard to score against Arsenal. Because even if you get past the front press, even if you get past the midfield that has Declan Rice, who covers everything, you then got to deal with Gabriel, Saliba, White, Tomiyasu. Saliba again made the game look so easy. Gabriel brilliant as well. And they are just the foundations for Arsenal to go play their football. If you look back at the Newcastle game, Arsenal did everything in their defensive third well. One mistake for the goal, push, foul, whatever. Let's not open that can of worms again. In the middle third, decently too. I saw nothing wrong with what Jorginho and Rice did to progress to the front four. But after that, we seem to have troubles. In this game, that wasn't the case. In this game, Martinelli, look, I think it helped that Sevilla's fullbacks weren't at a particularly competitive level. Saka and Marseille had so much fun with them. But it wasn't just getting the ball and running them. It was runs in behind. It was movement from out to in. It was a little bit of interchanging. And it just felt electric like last year again, which is great. And I really hope Arsenal can build that momentum and really get these two into form for what is going to be a really busy Christmas period. Now, one of the players who started up top, and I've been calling for him to get minutes for so long, it's not a slight on Eddie Nketiah when I say it, I just rate this player so highly, is Leandro Trossard. If you are looking for a false nine who knits play, brings everything together, makes that front three a diamond, that midfield three a diamond midfield four because of how much he drops in, and is able to play through balls into Martinelli, which we saw a couple of times, is able to get on the end of what Saka did. If you're looking for that link up, I don't think anyone does it better in the squad behind Jesus than Leandro Trossard. And, was he scintillating? Was he 10 out of 10? Was he man of the match? No, he wasn't. But he was just very neat and comfortable and looked after the ball, and his touches in tight areas were good. And you just felt like you had 1-2s and combinations coming back into the game, especially a lot in that first half. And it was really good to see Trossard get his goal and do really well. Martinelli, Saka, like I said, had so much fun. Martinelli as a raw out-and-out winger who just terrorised them. Saka as the player who came up clutch with the big moments. Although, of course, you can't deny Martinelli, that assist. That was fantastic as well. Great to see them two coming alive as well. And in midfield, I think it'd be wrong of me. It wouldn't be wrong of me not to mention Declan Rice because he's brilliant all the time. So, you may as well just not bother reading match ratings. He's an 8 out of 10 minimum every time. I thought Jorginho, though, he's going to get a lot of praise, Jorginho, because he played the through ball to Saka. That's a highlight moment. That's a moment that will do the rounds on socials. And it's a moment everyone will go, yeah, he's got that in his locker. Brilliant performance from Jorginho. He was brilliant without that ball. Without that ball, he still did his thing. Passing range was fantastic. Kept everything ticking. Received the ball in tight areas. Received the ball in loads of space. Controlled the tempo. Worked really well Declan Rice as they both played as a pivot. And just kept everything moving for Arsenal. He did one thing in particular that I loved. Now, there's been a lot of criticism about Jorginho wearing the armband. I kind of get it. Why not Declan Rice? Why not Gabriel? Why not some others who aren't former Chelsea, who've been at the club a bit longer? I hear all that. But Jorginho did something I really liked. When Bukayo Saka was injured, went off, came back on injured, and then realised he had to come back off again, he was far away from the tunnel, but he tried to take the shortest route back across the pitch to get off the pitch. The referee basically stopped Saka and told him he had to go off the nearest exit of the pitch, which would have meant walking all the way around. And Jorginho went right up to the referee, took a yellow card for it, but he went right up to the referee and almost confronted him quite aggressively to say, what on earth are you doing? The guy's injured. He needs to walk as little as possible to get off the pitch. And you're trying to make him do the whole lap. And it's little moments like that that I want to see from this Arsenal. You might think, really, James, you're impressed by that? Everything on the pitch he did brilliantly. But to have a little moment where you're actually defending your players, you're sticking up and you're staying quite switched on to moments like that, happy to take a yellow card for it anyway. I like that. And I like the personality that Jorginho has. His deficiencies are nothing he can or could have ever done anything about. If he's not the fastest, if he's not the most dynamic, there's nothing you can do about that. So what you need is a midfield that is structured to recognise that. And Declan Rice complements him really, really well. Do I think we can go the whole season with Jorginho at the base? No, I do have my doubts about that, absolutely. But let's give credit where it's due. He was very, very good today. And like I said, Arsenal have taken control of this Champions League group. They go in against Burnley on the weekend. And then they've got, I don't want to use the word favourable run, because then you all look back at this fan cam when we've inevitably dropped some points somewhere stupidly. But what Arsenal have done is actually got through what has been a tough start to the season. I'm not making excuses, because however hard the start, there have been fluidity issues, attacking issues, and we don't look as electric as last season. That needs to be addressed. You know, it's not an excuse to difficult games for why certain signings don't seem to be working out and things aren't clicking in certain ways. But you have in your first 11 already chalked off Newcastle away, Chelsea away, Everton away, Palace away, 4 pretty horrible away games, chucked in with Man United, Tottenham and Man City at home. You've then had the Champions League that Arsenal negotiated very well, disappointed exit the Carabao Cup. There's an opportunity to get a win here, made that 8 wins in 12 with 3 draws, just the 1 defeat. Hope that points are taken off somewhere else, and then go into the busy Christmas period where there's a mixed range of games, but opportunities to pick up points. And I hope we can carry some momentum going into the international break and then into a very busy festive period. Well done, Arsenal. Really, really good win today. 2-0. Could have been more. Didn't need to be. We're all happy. Let's get through one more round, and then we can literally start looking at who our opponents will be in the knockouts, and won't that be fun? Catch you all in a bit.